In 2011, when I was in second grade, I gave my life to Christ. I went to the I'm a Christian Now class. I was really strong through my faith from second to fifth grade, and then middle school happened. And basically just that's when everybody's like, okay, we need to find what my thing is. We need to know what my thing is. And so I tried to find my thing, and in sixth grade there was nobody in my pod that I knew, so I couldn't really find my thing that year. So seventh grade year, I made Pirate Girls, which is like the hospitality leaders of the class. And so I would introduce the sixth graders to their teachers. I gave them like tours all around the school. I introduced new people to friends, and that was like my thing. I was like the person that would introduce people. And then later into seventh grade year, I had a choice between going to Ukraine or trying out for Pirate Girls again, because that was the tryouts were during that week. And so I had to choose between those two, and that was really hard because I could either do my thing or do something that I really wanted to do, like go to Ukraine and minister to orphans. That was going to be so cool. So I chose Ukraine, and that meant no matter what I did, I couldn't be a Pirate Girl 8th grade year. And so after that, I went to Ukraine, and when I went there, I saw how blessed I was, because those kids did nothing to be put into their situation with no family, and then I was blessed with such a great family. That was a really big impact on my life with my walk with Christ. And so after that, I got back. I just went back to my normal day life, except I was a little bit like thanking God more in prayer, like, thank you for my family, thank you for food, thank you for not letting my brother be an alcoholic on the street, stuff like that. That Christmas, one of the Ukrainian girls that I had met and talked to, her name is Lilia Guzvatia. She came over for Christmas and talked and just stayed with us, and it was great because it was like I had a big sister for a month. Yes, that was great because I had always had an older brother. And it's not that she was like an atheist or anything. She just didn't accept God as her savior. We'd be like, do you believe God is your savior? She would just be like, no, niet, no. And so having her for a month and everything, and D now that year was really neat because I was like with all of my really close friends who all feel like sisters to me. And then that week, Lily had to go home, and that was really rough, and I had to pray for God because it was like I lost an older sister. It kind of just was like, went from being super great having an older sister and everything to just kind of low-key. When Lily was here, she didn't accept God, and I constantly tried to share the word with her, and I feel like she got it, she just didn't really accept it yet. And so that was like, maybe be like, hey, I want to like be in my faith more and everything, and I want to like do this because I want to be able to pray for Lily and everything. So that was really cool. And then after she left, so after that was really hard because it was like I had lost an older sister. We had gotten really close and everything, so I had to pray to God for my loss and everything. And so I had to be like, my relationship really grew during that point. It like became more real than it was because I was dealing with the loss of a girl who didn't know God, who's like my sister. I prayed more, I read my Bible more often, I did my devotional more often, and I just kind of felt God make a big impact on my life at that moment. And I'm kind of dealing with that now because my brother's moving to college. And so it's just like these moments of loss, don't like just throw them away. Accept them and see why God is trying to give them to you. My name is Mary Claire Powell, and you can follow my example as I followed the example of Christ.